Hey friends, welcome back to another What I Eat in a Day video. Really excited to share my healthy winter recipes with you today. I am up at my parents' house in Vermont doing a bunch of recipe testing. So it's going to be a kind of random day, but since it's winter, I'm also recipe testing a bunch of wintry foods. So it's all gonna be really cozy, really nourishing, just really good for a cold day. So hopefully you get some good inspiration from this. I'm also excited to be partnering up with Thrive Market in today's video. You guys know I love Thrive. I'm gonna show you what I ordered this month. And if you are interested in signing up for Thrive, you can get 25% off your first order plus a free 30-day trial by clicking the link that is down in the description box. It's by far one of my favorite places to shop online. I get all of my non-perishables, I get natural beauty, I get supplements, I get protein powder, you name it. You can pretty much find it all on Thrive, and it's always for a really discounted rate. So make sure to take advantage of that special offer by clicking the link that is in the description box. So let me show you what I ordered in my box this month, and then after that we will dive into the recipes for the day. Dun, da, da, da. Here's my Thrive box and all of the goodies that I got this month. So there was a special happening on Thrive which got me 2 free bags of Siete tortilla chips with my order. So I definitely took advantage of that. For all you members who are already members of Thrive, you can get special discounts on the homepage every day. So just check and you'll see what is the special that day. So when I ordered it, it was these grain-free tortilla chips. And then, like I mentioned, I get a lot of non-perishables. Thrive has their own brand of stuff, which I absolutely love. Everything is organic and it's so great. So I got 2 cans of diced tomatoes, which you'll see I used in a chili. And then I also got some full-fat coconut milk. Everything is ethically sourced. This is organic. And then I also got some organic light coconut milk. And I like light coconut milk in soups and things like that. Sometimes I just don't want the full creaminess and I really want a more subtle coconutty flavor. So that's what I use the light coconut milk for. And they come in 2 packs and they are an amazing deal. So I also got some of Thrive's super raw organic honey. I love adding this into tea, especially if I'm feeling like I have a cold coming on. Honey is amazing. It's really antimicrobial, antifungal, antibacterial. So it's really great for cold and flu. It's one of my seasonal support things. I also like to stock up on like kitchen essentials or cooking essentials. So this is Thrive's extra virgin organic olive oil, which is cold pressed and organic. It's from Greece. It's delish. I also got some of their coconut aminos, which I like to use as an alternative to soy sauce. Sometimes I just don't really want the sodium that is in tamari, so I'll use coconut aminos instead. I also got some of the Chosen Foods avocado oil spray. I love, love, love this spray. This is what I use for cooking. High heat, high smoke point, all organic. It's awesome. And going on that line, I actually also got some avocado oil. So this is from Primal Kitchen. It's non-GMO. It is ethically sourced. It's certified paleo, and I love cooking and baking with avocado oil because it has a very subtle flavor, but again, high smoke point. So it's really great for roasting and high sauteing. And I also got some snacky snacks. I love getting snacks on Thrive because they're a really great deal. I got 2 boxes of my favorite crackers of all time, Simple Mills. I love their almond flour crackers. These are the fine sea salt, just simple, standard, like remind me of Wheat Thins, but way better. And then I also love the cracked black pepper flavor. This is so yummy. It's like a little bit spicy and it goes well with so much, so I love that. And then I always get some sweets. I always get chocolate on Thrive. Every month I order some sort of chocolate. And these are my favorite little treats. These are coconut milk caramels in dark chocolate. They are organic, non-GMO. They are without dairy. They're without gluten. They're vegan. They're organic. They are literally so good. Matt and I will go through a bag of these in a night and they're so delicious. They're like a better version of Rolos. Highly recommend. And then last but not least, I'll show you that box in a second, but I ordered the mushroom cacao mixture from Sigmatic. It's really, really great for chilling out at night, and it's just like a nice sweet treat. Not too sweet, really yummy. And I wanted to order this and show it to you guys because I think that this is the perfect thing for people who are working full-time or on the go. This will keep your food hot for at least 12 hours, and it's a great thing for, like, you could add soups in here, you could add hot cocoa, you could add matcha, and how cute, pink. It comes in like a few different colors, and I really, really, really like these. I would definitely recommend taking soups to work with you, or if you go to school, or if you're a nurse or anything like that, and you are on your feet all day and you don't have a way to heat something up, this would be an awesome option because it will keep your food nice and hot. And that pretty much does it for my order this month. If you guys have watched any of my other videos that I do with them, you've probably seen my monthly orders. Every month is different. It really just depends on what I need to stock my pantry. So sometimes I'll be getting baking supplies, sometimes it's beans, sometimes I get nuts and seeds, but standards in my orders are always for Sigmatic. I always get like sun potion things if I need those, and I always get some sort of chocolate and snack. They just have the best prices on like all of my favorite brands, so highly recommend checking them out if you are not yet a member. So for breakfast, I'm gonna make a chai-inspired quinoa, and I'm actually gonna make it in the Instant Pot. So what I'm gonna do is add some quinoa in here, along with some non-dairy milk. I might either use almond milk, I might use oat milk, and then I'm gonna add 2 chai tea bags in there, and I'll just turn the Instant Pot on and let it do its thing, and then let it depressurize, and then I'll have a really quick and easy breakfast recipe. So in here we have some quinoa, maple syrup, some almond milk, cinnamon, and 2 of those chai tea bags. And all I'm gonna do is just stir it all together, pop the lid on, and pressure cook it for 1 minute on high, and then let it naturally release for like 15 minutes. So this is a really good example of when a recipe doesn't really work out as I plan it to. So I don't know what happened here, but the quinoa didn't totally cook and all of the liquid absorbed, and I got an error on my Instant Pot that said burn. So maybe I didn't have enough liquid in it. I really am not that experienced with Instant Pots yet, so definitely got to give this one a second try, but it is still edible. It just has a little bit of crunchiness, so I'm definitely still going to eat it. All right, here it is. So my semi-cooked quinoa with a little bit of coconut yogurt and a little bit of maple syrup and some sliced almonds. And this is just such a warm and cozy breakfast. You could totally make this in a saucepan instead of using the Instant Pot, which is I think what I will do next to go around, is just make everything in a saucepan. So just use the ingredients that I used there and put it in your saucepan and cook your quinoa like you normally would. All right, so I am making some Instant Pot black beans, and they're in there now. I'll show you when they're all done, but essentially you just add the black beans and some liquid and some spices into the Instant Pot, and then pressure cook them on high for 30 minutes, and then we'll let the pressure naturally release for about 20 minutes, and inside should be perfectly cooked black beans that are soupy and spicy and so good. So we are going to be using these for lunch tonight. Okay, so I showed you making the black beans, so I wanted to show you what they look like. They've actually been in the fridge for a little while, but they are nice and soupy, and they took about an hour to cook, so I will definitely be sharing this recipe soon. You'll be able to find it on the blog. But in the meantime, I'm going to make some lunch. So I am going to make some nachos. I'm going to use these Sigmatic tortilla chips, which I got for free. These are the salt and lime. And I'm also going to add some of the Daya cheddar cheese. I'm going to use some black beans, and I'm going to top it all with some salsa. So to make the nachos, I like to do some chips on the bottom, obviously. So like probably 3 portions of chips, let's be honest. Top that with some black beans and your vegan cheese. You could use whatever kind of vegan cheese you like. I think Daya also makes a pepper jack, which would be really good because it's got some spice. And then we're going to toast it up. So I will just pop this in the toaster oven and toast it up until everything is nice and melty, and then I'll top it with some salsa. And here's the finished product. So I have those nice and toasted grain-free tortilla chips on the bottom. I put a little bit of fresh salsa, some jalapenos, and some of that Daya cheese. So let's dig in. I don't know about you, but there is almost nothing more comforting than a plate of nachos. And they are so easy to make. Such a great lunch. You could also just do this in the microwave if you don't have access to a toaster at work. So my afternoon snack was a reishi hot chocolate. I added the hot chocolate packet into a blender, followed that with some raw cacao powder, which you can definitely also find on Thrive, my sweetener, which is monk fruit, and some MCT oil, which helps give it a little bit of creaminess. Topped it off with some almond milk and hot water, blended that baby up until it was smooth and creamy. And check out this foam. You guys know how much I love my foam on top of these drinks. Blending them up in your blender is a guaranteed way to do that. It's basically like being able to make a latte that you would get at a coffee shop at home, and it tastes awesome. This was such a really yummy little treat in the mid-afternoon, and because chocolate is a little bit energizing, it did also energize me, but it was just a good way to kind of round out my afternoon. So for dinner, I'm going to make a curry soup. Not sure if we're going to make it a total soup or if we're going to turn it into a noodle bowl. But the base here is garlic, shallots, and mushrooms. And I'm also going to add in some red curry paste and a little bit of tamari. Maybe I'll use the coconut aminos, not quite sure. And I'm envisioning this as kind of like a red curry mushroom tofu soup. Not really sure if that's how it's going to turn out, but we will see. So far, I'm just going to saute these until they get nice and tender and flavorful. And then we will add in some coconut milk and maybe some vegetable broth and probably some veggies. So we're going to use the full fat coconut milk, and what I love is that it is a pull top, so it's a lot easier to open. And in here I just added in the cut Thai red curry paste, a little bit of tamari, and we're just going to pour in the coconut milk and bring it up to a simmer. So I've got the coconut milk in here now, and I also added in some vegetable broth, and I'm basically just going to let this sit and cook down until it thickens up a little bit. So I'm probably just going to let this sit for a little while and then add some tofu. So I decided to bake up some tofu with this soup. So what I did is basically just cut a piece of extra firm tofu, a block, into little squares, put it on a parchment lined baking sheet, and I'm gonna bake this at 425 degrees for about 40-ish minutes, flipping them halfway through, and it should be nice and crispy when we're done, and then we'll just fold that into the soup when we're ready to serve it. My beautiful crispy tofu just came out of the oven. Look how crispy it is. This is gonna be so yummy inside that soup. All right, you guys, we made it into noodle bowls, which I am so excited about, and I added a ton of extra veggies and served it up with noodles, and I can't wait to share this recipe. It's so good. You can get the noodles on Thrive. You can also get a bunch of the ingredients like I mentioned, so make sure to check it out, and I can't wait to share this recipe with you. It is legit so good. Like, so good. All right, guys, I'm in my comfy clothes and we're gonna watch a movie. Really appreciate you guys being here today. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe down below if you're not yet subscribed. And thank you so much to Thrive for joining us in today's video. I hope you try some of these recipes. Like I said, I'll be sure to update the description box with the recipes that I made once they're live on the blog. So continue to check back, or if you're watching this in the future, lucky you, because they're probably down below. And don't forget to take advantage of that awesome offer. You can get 25% off your order by clicking the link that is in my description box. That's for new members. If you're already a member of Thrive, which I know a lot of you are, make sure to check the homepage and you can get exclusive deals every single day, which is amazing. So love you guys. Thanks so much for being here. Here comes Trev, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.